Here's my audience. Got 3 people here. Okay. Can you imagine your life without the ability to read? What areas of your life would be impacted? What about your social life, your financial stability, your spiritual connection with God, your physical health, or your academic achievements? Today, I'm going to tell you about literacy rates in the United States, discuss the challenges that surround this issue, and invite you to take simple, clear action that will make a difference today. Reading, language, and comprehension are the core objectives of our public primary schools, but literacy in the United States is at an all-time low. We are ranked 36th in the world for literacy. 36 when the US is the leader in AI technology and has the largest GDP of any country in the world. In December of 2024, the National Center for Education Statistics posted the results of a large study on literacy. The National Literacy Institute summarized the results stating that 54% of Americans read at or below a 6th grade reading level. 21% of our population reads at or below a 3rd grade level, making them functionally illiterate. And according to the Barbara Bush Foundation for Family Literacy, this makes simple tasks like filling out a job application, reading a medication label, understanding a news article, or reading a book with their children impossible. They continued saying, young readers are struggling too, with 64% of our nation's 4th graders reading below grade level. Low levels of literacy negatively impact our society. The Barbara Bush Foundation summed it up by saying, these low levels of literacy cost the US up to $2.2 trillion per year in some of the most pressing concerns like economic growth, public health and safety, and civic engagement. They also stated low levels of literacy increase recidivism and future crime costs. In the US, a staggering 3 out of 4 inmates are illiterate, and 85% of juvenile offenders have problems reading. Literacy New York, an organization dedicated to advancing adult literacy, stated 76% of adults on public assistance are illiterate or unable to read more than a simple text. Literacy impacts lives. Increasing literacy unlocks the potential of individuals who, in turn, strengthen the economy, create healthier families, build safer communities, and gain the power to break the cycle of multi-generational poverty. Each of us must take responsibility to create a literate society. When we get involved in what's happening, we become educated and part of the solution. You might be asking, how do I even get involved? Here are a few ideas. Learn about the reading programs in your local schools. Find out if your program is using an approach that includes explicit instruction and is phonics-based. Attend school board meetings so that you can be a voice for what has been proven to work. When we turn a blind eye to what's happening with literacy, we fail our children. Find out when your next school board meeting is and attend. Imagine what would happen if college-age students, parents, grandparents, community members showed up to school board meetings and asked about literacy in the school and what's being done to improve it. And then you attended next month and the next month and the next. Contact your local correctional facility. I reached out and heard back yesterday that our county's correctional facility eliminated the literacy program during COVID. These inmates lost one of the most crucial keys to successful reentry back into their family and society. You can call your local library to find out the need for volunteers and sign up. Call your local Boys and Girls Club to be a bookworm buddy or mentor to a child or teenager. This takes less than 5 minutes. I know because I did it last week. There are so many ways to get involved. Some other ways are limiting screen time and encouraging children's learning in tactile, hands-on, and physical ways. According to the American Academy of Child and Adolescent psychiatry. The average screen time for a child aged 8 to 12 is 4 to 6 hours, with teens spending up to 9 hours per day. Get a journal or a diary for kids to draw, write, and express their thoughts. Most kids work on a Chromebook, so handwriting and drawing are becoming a lost art, and writing dramatically improves reading comprehension. Work one-on-one with a child who is learning to read. In the past few months, I committed to work with my granddaughter, Addie, 2 times a week. I have learned so much about Addie. She's teaching me that learning to read is a confidence builder, and I love it. I have a friend who currently tutors students in English to prep for U.S. citizenship exams, along with high school exams and essays. She loves seeing their confidence grow and watching them achieve their goals. And she says that often there is a ripple effect, encouraging others in their circle to increase their literacy skills too. She said you don't need perfect language skills to teach literacy, and that you'll find your life enriched by the service you give. I want you to think back to the moment I asked you, what part of your life would be impacted if you hadn't learned to read? What was your answer? I know that each of us knows literacy is crucial to our ability to find a sense of meaning in life and contribute to the world around us, but how many of us are doing something about it? It's time to get involved. In the next 5 minutes, I want you to call your local library, your local Boys and Girls Club, or go to your local school district's volunteer page to find out what opportunities are available to help with literacy. If you are listening to my speech and it's late at night, go to the website, get the phone number, and set a reminder to call at the appropriate time tomorrow. This takes less than 5 minutes, as I said. I did it last week. Since then, I've put the next school board meeting on my calendar and signed up to volunteer at 2 of our local school districts where my grandkids attend. You and I will change the world, one literate person at a time. Thank you.